الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر.
I'm Shahied Simon. I've been staying here all my life. There was not even one troupe in Kaap when I started here. I was 22 when my father passed away. I inherited one thing of him. He had a heart problem, and I also had today. I had 2 heart attacks. He couldn't work when I was the age of 13, 12 years old because he was paralyzed. And I had to go and find work. I went and go and work in the docks and to earn some more money because we were a lot of kids and we were struggling. That was my father's house. I was actually born in this house. She was friends with my sister and I was friends with her brother. The one day, the one aunt said, "It looked like CD boy Shahied is here for Amina." I said, "No, I'm coming to visit her brother, not for her."
I was standing on the stoop, and afterwards he asked me if I would be his girlfriend, and I was like, why me? I'm Amina Simon, staying in Buka. You used to get the bikes like a cycling bike, but they call it a chopper. He charged 50 cents a ride. He will take the other children from here to the corner, but for me, he will take from here to Rose Street. I was getting the longest lift now. When I turned 20, he asked me to get engaged. We actually were getting married in 88. In 89, I had Wafika.
I can say I've been with her with all my life.
Love is a many splendor.
My name is Wafika. I currently live in Kaap. I live with my mother, my father, my siblings, 3 boys, and myself being the eldest, as well as Fatima and my sister-in-law. I've always had that close bond with my dad, like he's my everything. And when meeting people, introducing me to people, he'd always say that this is my soldier I'll go to war with.
I'm Fatima Kwambring. I'm originally from Mitchell's Plain. I moved to Kaap at the age of 18. Myself and Wafika is in a relationship, right? And we've been in a relationship for 10 years. You know, it's against our culture as Islam people, because you normally move out of your mommy's house as a girl when you get married.
I've been playing with my father for all the years. I sing in the choir as well, and it's the only team in today's life that has a community choir. My name is Wafik Simons. I am based in Kaap. I do live with my parents. I've been leading the prayer in the community for about 16 years. When I was young, I liked reading books. And then when I became older, it was my Quran, and only the Quran that I was reading continuously. In our religion, once you go study the Quran, you'll say you're a blessed child because you were chosen to do so.
Kaap for me is a loving, caring, one family. No one is different. Everybody's mommy's mommy. Everybody's daddy's daddy. I would say we respect the life our elderly live that is no longer with us. We still try and implement the life they lived by having the kusistas on a Sunday, the agnis on a Sunday, the Malay lunches, should I say.
So we are a community that's looking out for one another. Everybody knows everybody.
My dad had a Malay Choir, they were the young swans. It wasn't a big troupe, but there was just like entertainment in them. I was like 8, 9 years old, I was in the Malay Choir already.
My opa, my mom's father, they were 6 brothers and they were called the Dante brothers. My mom's dining room, it's big. They were practicing there every week. Everybody's coming there, like Zaid, his dad, all of them. And it actually went from generation to generation from my mom's brother's side.
Amina's mother is my father's sister. We are cousins, crazy cousins they call us. Hi, my name is Zaid Ante. I'm from Kaap area and also I am with the Malay Choirs. The Malay Choir came out like we have a parade in the nighttime from the 31st of December, and then on the 1st of January the minstrels went out, and then on the 2nd of January they had a parade of the minstrels.
That was the time of the slavery. They used to get off the 2nd of January to go and join themselves, and that's where it started.
Before the Malay choirs came together, they were sitting on the corners and then they started playing and they were starting singing and make songs of their own. Whatever they hear about, if there's maybe a song that they heard, then they take the songs and put their own lyrics on there in Afrikaans. And when the slave boss or the son walks past, they were singing in Afrikaans and what happened to him in the year, and then they will laugh, but the slave bosses didn't know what they were saying or what they were talking about. And that became a trend to do a comical songs.
I can't stop and I will never stop. I got a passion for clubs, and luckily my wife is also a clubs person. It was like, it would have been very difficult if she wasn't a clubs person.
Yes, really.
You know what I mean?
And it breaks up
a lot of marriages.
like that.
Zaid's father,
Yeah.
he and his brother, they sit in his mom's dining room. He said, hey, we must open the clubs when we were only 5 people. I asked him, Uncle, where does the other people going to come from? He said, don't worry, just start singing.
Yeah.
The very first we were 1,500 men.
Yeah, they were big troupe.
We were looking for a name. We like get the name and like said, how will the MC pronounce it on the stadium? And so we get Kaap, sometimes Kaap entertainers doesn't sound nice. And we said Kaap Kosloop entertainers doesn't sound, it's too long. By the end of the day, the team is gone already and still pronouncing the name. So we decided, listen here, District 6, where the whole thing started. And the road march on the 2nd of June, they come from District 6 up into Kaap to the stadium. So I came up with the name District 6 Entertainers. That's how we came up with the name. Welcome, Suntown District 6 Entertainers!
Kaap area had a lot of artisans. They came from Java, Indonesia, all around from India. They became slaves when Ram van der Lieve came again. Forced removal came about, but they never took part of the Kaap area because the government was thinking of keeping them alive in the Kaap area. Because when they wanted something or they wanted someone, they know it's not far to go. But because of the District 6 area, there was a few people living there, like the Portuguese living there, the Indians living there, the Chinese living there. There was a lot of multicultural people living in the area. They wanted the District 6 area to be a white area, so they had to move everyone out.
Years ago, they took clubs as gangsterism. There's 20 years down the line. But today you can't say that anymore. It's a lot of decent people playing clubs.
Myself and my father, we have totally different backgrounds, whereby we are religious people. We do make our salah. If you think about it, a religious son with a father with a history of clubs, it's a negative and a positive, like it can't come together. But we make it come together, we make it happen. My father started his troupe quite a few years ago. It takes a lot of courage, knowing people, getting sponsorships. You need to sort out the gears, the hats, the umbrellas, the coaches. You need to get yourself a choir. Obviously, you're wanting to compete, you're wanting to win, you're wanting to do the best at the end.
My first memory of the club was when I was 3 years old. My mom's mom had the troupe practicing there. I was dressed as a drum major. All the cousins and uncles and aunts that I can remember, friends, we've all started there. I was then already born mad for music.
We make combines what currently happening, like gender-based violence. We had a combine like that. We had a combine with our gentrification of Buka. So we wrote combines what currently happen in our community.
And that was the first prize bowl.
Buka has changed a lot, to be quite honest with you. Buka was like 98% Muslim community. Now 10 years, 15 years down the line, 10 years down the line, the people are selling their houses. But you can't blame the people. They're getting old, they're only getting a pension, they can't afford the rates, they can't afford the water or the rent.
You see people take over, but that is people selling their houses and moving out and letting others take over our heritage. People coming from other countries wanting to build hotels, apartments. It's not for our benefit. These people can't afford to live in these apartments.
2 months ago, the people was complaining, and definitely it's not Muslim people that's complaining. It's white people buying the houses here in Buka, complaining about the prayer time. I think the city got a plan for us over these years to fight each other, to kill each other.
Yeah.
And to
That is how they get rid of us. They want to put us out of Buka.
I will never sell this house. This history of this house is worth it. It's priceless. It means to sleep in the same room where your parents used to sleep in. For me,
That's an honor.
It's an honor. And to me, they can stay in here all their life. The government gave us nothing.
No, they
For
don't.
the course. Like as I say, if you go to a show, you must pay for the show. But we paying to give the show. It doesn't make sense, but we only playing for the love of it. And the club itself is part of our culture. If I say the colored culture. Colored, to be quite honest with you, the government gave us that name. They put us in a war zone. You get the blacks, you get the whites, but there wasn't a name for us. Where does the colored name came from, I don't know. To be quite honest with you. What does it mean?
It's the color of our skin.
If you say the color of our skin, you get the white colored, you get the black colored, you get the brownish colored.
I've never accepted the term in my life, being graded as a colored. I'd say that I'm proudly black.
I don't want to put too much stress on my children. They mustn't carry on with this tradition.
They must just stop it.
They must just stop it.
If I must tell you my dreams, my dream is to go to Mecca. I would love all my children to go there.
If God promises something, it's a definitive. People promise something, it's 50-50. And God's promise, if you look after your parents, God will look after you.